Hi.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mike,
And I'm Maria.
and this is
And this is
TalkAlley.
TalkAlley. It's a rainy afternoon today
Yes,
here in
yes,
Germany. It's
yes,
been raining cats and dogs.
yes. Yesterday was really stormy. I was, my grill almost flew away. But tomorrow, hopefully on this coming Sunday, we'll have a nice weather.
Yeah,
So,
hoping for a nice weather tomorrow as
yes.
well.
Join us today here on TalkAlley as we get to know book author and musician with an acoustic performance from Ilonggo singer and songwriter Daniel Flaviano.
Yeah, so I love books, Mike. In fact, I am a member of a book club here in Germany.
So, what do you do in the book club? Well, besides reading books.
Well, we do the book club online now because, of course, COVID.
Mhm.
So besides reading the book, we discuss what we think of the characters in the book, how the book was written, the style used by the author to write the book, all the elements, even the book cover.
Whoa, that's a lot going on in the book.
Yes, definitely. There's so much more in just the covers of the books or the contents in it. There's so much more. It's unlimited. Your imagination is unlimited to discover everything inside the book.
Hmm.
So today we are graced by an author and a musician. But of course, Mike, this episode is brought to us by World
World Remit.
Remit. Yes, thank you, World Remit. Send your thanks with a money transfer to the Philippines using World Remit. I have been using it for a long time.
Yes, it's fast.
Yes, it's a better way to send money in the Philippines.
Yes.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay. Yes, World Remit, a better way to send money internationally and to the Philippines.
And now, before we introduce our guest, we'd like to introduce first a singer and songwriter, an Ilonggo singer and songwriter, all the way from the Philippines, Mr. Daniel Flaviano. Hello,
Hi.
Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
How are you?
I'm doing great, and how are you guys?
Great.
Doing all right.
Perfect. Although it's rainy here, how's the weather in Iloilo?
Well, it's a little bit of
Hot.
rainy.
It's always hot.
It's always hot in the Philippines.
It's always hot in the Philippines. Yeah,
Yes.
That's
When
not
we were still in university, in our university days there in the Philippines, it was always extremely hot. Yes. So Daniel, we're very excited
Yeah,
to
bring us some
hear,
sunshine
yes.
here. Bring us sunshine.
Bring us some sunshine here in Germany.
wow. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Well, I'll be singing first something from Michael Learns. Is the audio okay there?
Yes, perfect.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you so much. Hiding from the rain and snow, trying to forget but I won't let go. Looking at a crowded street, listening to my own heartbeat. So many people all around the world. Tell me, where do I find someone like a girl? Take me to your heart, take me to your soul. Give me your hand before I'm old. Show me what love is, haven't got a clue. Show me the wonders can't be true. They say nothing lasts forever. We're only here today. Love is now or never. bring me far away. Take me to your heart, take me to your soul. Give me your hand and hold me. Show me what love is. Be my guiding star. It's easy. Take me to your heart. Standing on a mountain high, looking at the moon and the blue skies. I should go see some friends, but they don't really comprehend. Don't need too much talking without saying anything. Well, all I need is someone who makes me wanna sing. Take me to your heart, take me to your soul. Give me your hand before I'm old. Show me what love is, haven't got a clue. Show me the wonders can't be true. They say nothing lasts forever. We're only here today. Love is now or never. Bring me far away. Take me to your heart, take me to your soul. Give me your hand and hold me. Show me what love is. Be my guiding star. It's easy. Take me to your heart. Well, it's easy. Take me to your heart. They say nothing lasts forever. We're only today. Love is now or never. Bring me far away. Take me to your heart. Take me to your soul. Give me your hand and hold me. Show me what love is. Be my guiding star. It's easy. Take me to your heart. And it's easy. Take me to your heart. Well, it's easy. Take me to your heart. Hey, thank you so much. What's the track from? Here's another track from something from an artist called Michael Bublé. I dedicate this song from all the Filipinos who misses their hometown here in the Philippines. I'd like to say hi to all of the viewers here in TalkAlley. Another summer day was come and go away. In Paris, no won't go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. Won't go home. Miss you, you know. And I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, and each one a line or two. I found, baby, how are you? And I would send them by to know that it's just not enough. My words are cold and flat. Well, you deserve more than that. Another airplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know. I won't go home. I've got to go home. Let me go home. I'm just so far from you. I won't go home. And I feel just like I'm living someone else's life. It's just like a step outside when everything was going right. Well, I know just why you could not come along with me. And this was not your dream. You always believe in me. Another winter day has gone away. He needed Paris and Rome. I wanna go home. I've got to go home. And I'm surrounded by a million people. I still feel all alone. I wanna go home. I've got to go home. Let me go. I'm just too far from you. I wanna go home. Let me go. I'll be alright. I'll be home tonight. But I'm coming back home. Yeah, they hear. It doesn't. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing.
Another track, yeah, from my favorite artist is Michael Bublé. Pardon me. It's John Mayer.
John Mayer, my fave.
Here's a track called Gravity.
Ooh.
Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know what makes this man with all the love that his house stands. Dream of us, I better throw it all away. Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good. I can't just stay, but there's one left good, and it's one more that's gonna send me to my knees. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I'll never know what makes this man with all the love that is how I stand. Dream of eyes, I better throw it all away. Oh, 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 oh. And gravity, stay the hell away from me. Gravity, let's take it abandonment in me. Just keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where. Just keep me where the light is. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying watching, guys. There.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much.
Definitely, we're definitely enjoying every song you've been singing.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
More tracks here.
So Daniel, how long have you been singing?
Well, actually, I was like singing way back in high school, but I didn't pursue that career because I was so busy finding a job, stable job.
Yeah, yeah.
Then,
You and everyone else.
then after that, I had a friend that who lived here before, and he
Mhm.
told me, "Dude, you have this voice. Why don't you try play some gigs here in Iloilo? Then do some regular gigs. Then after that, he told me that I will do great in the music history.
And you
Then
are.
then he
And we're
pushed
so
me.
glad that the good mayor of Iloilo, Jerry Peñas, is supporting all of you,
Yeah, thank you so
all
much.
the artists in Iloilo.
Um, yeah, it's been like almost uh, 10 years that I've been singing.
Mm.
Yeah, like 8 to 10 years. If I, yeah, if I could remember.
Okay. So what's your next song?
It's something from Phil Collins.
Mm.
I would like to. This song is dedicated especially to my grandmother who just passed away
Um,
too.
oh, I'm so sorry to hear
Sorry.
that. Our condolences.
Thank you so much. I learned this song during her death. This song is called "You'll Be in My Heart"
Mhm. From what movie, sir?
from the movie Tarzan.
Ah, yeah.
Come stop your crying, it will be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. For once a smile, and you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here, don't you cry. You'll be in my heart. You'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. 'Cause you'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. Yes, you'll be in my heart always. Why can't they understand the way we feel? They just don't trust what they can't explain. I know we're different, but deep inside us, we're not as different at all. You'll be in my heart. You'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore. 'Cause you'll be in my heart, no matter what they say. And you'll be in my heart always. Don't listen to them, what we know. We need each other to have to hold. They'll see the times I know. destiny calls you, and you must be strong. I may not be with you, but you've got to hold on. They'll see it in time. I know we'll show them together, and you'll beat my heart. You'll beat my heart from this day on, now and forevermore. Yes, you'll beat my heart, no matter what they say, and you'll beat my heart always. You'll beat my heart. You'll beat my heart from this day on, now and forevermore. You'll beat my heart, no matter what they say, 'cause you'll beat my heart always. Always. Over your shoulders, if you cover your shoulders, cover your shoulders, just cover your shoulders. I'll be with you always. Another track. The next track is something from Jason Mraz. This song is called "I Won't Give Up." When I look into your eyes, like watching the night skies, oh my beautiful sunrise, there's so much they hold. Just like the mold star, you see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, and even if the skies get rough, I'm giving you my love. I'm still looking up when you need in your space to do some navigating. I'll be here patiently waiting to see all you fight. Yeah, even the stars, they burn. Some be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. A difference as they do a lot of teachers how to use the tools and gifts you got. Yeah. We got a lot of stakes. Cause in the end you're still my friend, and let's pretend it's time for us to work. We didn't beg, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not, and who I am. Cause I won't give up all the nerves. And even if the skies get rough, I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, I'm still looking up. I won't give up all the God knows I'm tough enough. We've got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. Well, I won't give up. Yeah, they do.
Amazing. Wonderful to have more than 60 plus shares just because of Daniel singing.
One more song here.
Yes. And last but not the least, because we're going to hear more of Daniel later.
Here's a track from Good also. It's always called Iris. Will I give up forever to touch you? Yeah, I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go right now. You're all I can take is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. Sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me. I don't think that they'll understand when everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. And you can't find the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your life. Everything feels like the movies, Yeah, you pleaded to know life, and I don't want the world to see me. I don't think that they'll understand when everything's meant to be broken. And I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me. I don't think that they'll understand when everything's meant to be broken. And I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me. I don't think that they'll understand when everything's meant to be broken. And I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Daniel. And don't you worry, guys, we'll hear more of Daniel later
Yes,
in the show.
yes, what a combination, beautiful voice and lovely songs.
Thank you, man. You rock.
Thank you. See you later.
You guys.
And now, finally,
Yes, now without further ado, let me introduce our first guest.
yes,
our
please.
guest.
Yes, please.
So let me just pull out here this video first. Okay. So,
Okay.
yes.
So our next guest.
Yes, Bles Chavez-Bernstein was born in the Philippines and migrated to the US after her parents insisted that she become a nurse so she could work abroad and help send her younger siblings to college. Bles has received years of training in classical singing at the Performance Music Institute in Miami, Florida. In 2002, the New World School of the Arts in Miami awarded Bles a scholarship in music, majoring in vocal performance. In the last 18 years, proceeds from her performances have supported advocacies for women and children worldwide. Now let us...
And Mike,
yes.
let me add to that introduction.
Yes.
Bles also has published books, one of which is In the Typhoon's Eye. It's a non-fiction, and we're going to talk about it later.
Yes. So now here first the video.
Okay?
Bles calls herself the singing poet. Bles started to show her love of the arts at the age of 5. She wrote her first sonnet at 12. Her first collection of poems are contained in her book, Without Rhyme. In the last decade, proceeds from Bles's performances have supported advocacies for women and children worldwide. Bles intends to continue nourishing souls through poetry and music for the rest of her life.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. We have some technical problems. We are at. Hi, Bles. Welcome, soprano, author,
Welcome.
singer, Bles Chavez-Bernstein. Hello. Welcome to TalkAlley. Finally.
I'm so happy that I met you guys here, Mike and Maria.
Yes, we're very honored to have you in the show.
We're happy to have you here.
Oh, it's my honor. It's my pleasure. And before we go on, can I just greet the person, the fabulous woman who has been instrumental in having us both see each other on the
Of course.
Maria also. Maria says title.
She's a friend of mine.
Yes.
Of course, I know Says. We go way back as well, and she is the writer and creator of Philia Blog magazine here. And the cover is Bles.
It's the April issue, actually.
Yes. Beautiful.
Thank
So,
you.
Okay.
hello, Says. Hope you're watching, but she's always on the go.
Yes. Always touring around Germany.
Yes.
So,
Is my
Yes.
audio okay?
yes,
Yes,
your
your
audio
audio
is
is
here.
perfect.
How about our audio? Is it also fine? Can you understand us?
It's a little garbled sometimes. Maybe.
Okay, I'm trying to increase a bit the volume here. How is it
I
now?
have never met a professional soprano before.
Okay.
It's sort of so intense.
Okay.
Always conscious and obsessed with sound, right?
Yes, always. I'm like, I love music, so I'm really into it. That's why we try in our show to promote local artists every week,
Yes.
just to show the world how talented Filipino artists are.
Okay.
So,
So to our first question, Bles, you began your journey in the United States and now in Germany. What brought you here?
Oh, you mean what brought me in Germany?
yeah,
Yes.
because you started your career in the U.S.
Oh,
and
okay.
a successful career, as I might add.
It's an interesting story. In fact, what brought me in Germany, this is the second time I have the chance to live in Germany because
Okay.
my husband's, it's actually my American husband's job that brought us here. About 6 years ago, we were also here and we lived here for 3 years. And it's one of my favorite posting that they have had. My home state is actually Florida, South Florida, yeah, in the
Have
US.
friends there.
Yes. Same weather and climate.
Yes.
Yes, Florida is nice.
Yeah, they love it there. The Filipinos.
Miami
they
Beach,
love
the
Florida.
sand is so
I
hot there.
easily acclimated there.
Okay.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, so, did I answer your question? Mike?
Yes, just to sum it all up, it because of her husband. This was assigned here. Yes. So now let's talk about your book, In the Typhoon's Eye.
Yes.
But besides In the Typhoon's Eye, we would like to briefly just ask you a few questions. Like, when did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
Oh, that's also a long story. Actually, when I was 12, I entered first year high school because in the Philippines, we only had, at that time, we only had 4 years in the high school curriculum. So when I turned 12, I entered first year high school and I met a person who has been significant in my life as an artist, as a writer. She was my literature and English teacher. And she was very strict. I mean, that's a mild word to describe her, but she was very intense, you know, when she taught us literature. And one day she introduced the works of Shakespeare to us. And after I heard her explain his works and the life of Shakespeare, I was mesmerized. that's when I first started falling in love with the English language. And but at that moment, nothing awakened in me yet as a writer until she told me that, Bles, I can see it in your eyes. You must write. So I asked her, what do you mean by that, ma'am? She said, there's poetry in your eyes. I can see it. So I never realized that. I never understood it fully well. Then she started pushing me and giving me all the extra homework of reading all the classics like Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, Pollyanna, all those English classic stories and novels. And yeah, I did. And I guess I sustained my interest. And from then on, I started writing sonnets. I was fascinated with rhymes and all this iambic pentameter, the measurements and the patterns and the words. For me, it was very fascinating, and it was mysterious. The magic of words and language. So that's how I knew at the time that my whole life has to be devoted to writing.
Of course, I write as well, but I'm not a book author. I do have a small blog. It's called Filipinos in Germany that I do features like, I feature Filipinos who are making a difference in the country or in the world. So anyway, back to Bles. So how long did it take you to publish your first book?
It's hard to say because ever since when I turned 12, I told you I started writing verses, sonnets. So I started as a poet. Actually, I only wrote poetry at the time, and then I went to college. I turned 18, and I think I had an idea of what to write again, like a poem that has been nagging me. The idea of that subject has been nagging me for months when I turned 18. And I didn't quite actually wrote it down on paper until this competition for on-the-spot poetry writing contest happened in my college at the time. So I did enter the competition because I missed writing poetry, and I won first place for that on-the-spot. And it's included in my first poetry collection, actually. The title is At Dusk in Paradise. And I guess my life got interrupted for many years and decades because I started getting married. Then I finished my nursing course, and my parents wanted me to go abroad so I could work there and help financially, the family, and send my younger siblings. Yeah, it's a very common story for us.
Actually, you read it in your book.
You read it. So life happened. Life happened. So this is like I had 3 children. Then I was a mother, very busy raising 3 children. Then at some point we encountered a huge tragedy in our life. The father of my children, was diagnosed with cancer, and that was about maybe 26 years ago. And he didn't make it. So I became a single parent, and poetry was set aside, writing was set aside in the shelf. So my old manuscripts, I'm thankful that I didn't throw them away. So come 2014, I was thinking something just hit me, and I said, why am I keeping all this manuscript? The paper they were turning brown from being old and the humidity accumulation. So I said, I'm gonna gather this together. I collect it, and I'm gonna turn it into a book, a poetry collection. And so as I was doing the process of collecting them, I noticed that my timelines were not complete. So I started filling in all the timelines. So my first poetry collection, which is titled Without Rhyme,
Yes.
okay, was completed after I covered all my timelines. So it's actually a collection of 100 poems
Wow.
that is a narrative of my whole life.
God, that's so inspiring. I should start writing poetry now.
Yes, it's very liberating.
Just for everyone to know, you can really relate to this, especially those people who are working abroad. Well, everyone who's lived in the Philippines, or a woman who's been trying to be independent, who wants to help the family, who is positive about life, you need this book. This is really a very inspiring book for you, and you can really relate to it. So you should try reading this one. Yeah.
So you have two books published all in all.
Yes, for now. Yes,
okay,
and
yeah.
I'm working on my third one,
Okay,
my second
yes.
poetry collection, actually.
So I have here something prepared. Those are the two books, In the Typhoon's Eye and Without Rhyme. And you
I
can
need to order Without Rhyme.
purchase them on Amazon.com under offer, or just look for Bles, and then you can find these two books.
I actually ordered In the Typhoon's
you
Eye
so
already. This is a signed book from Bles. Thank you so much. I actually ordered one, but it took so long for Amazon to have it delivered. Hello, Amazon.
Oh, by the way, I fixed that problem. I fixed that issue, Maria. It's now, it's going to be delivered from Germany, Amazon Germany. It's going to be delivered in a few days because I checked the site yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway, just to clarify,
Yeah.
my book is marketed internationally, so
Okay.
anyone can order it online on any
Yeah.
site like Amazon, Barnes and Noble,
Yeah.
Outskirts Press. I mean, any bookstores online.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So
That's-
third book is coming. What is your work schedule like when you're writing?
Oh, that's curious. That's a curious question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll tell you the reality. I mean, you know what? Sometimes when people outside of your life as a writer, they look at you and you show up on these events, and you're invited, and you show up on online interviews, like live interviews. But it can be seen as glamorous, but the work itself, it's really tedious. It's tedious and it's exhausting. But
Yes, it
coming
is.
from the writer, myself, it's pure joy to me,
Yeah.
even with the hard work, because my schedule, when I'm trying to complete a book, for example, my second book, In the Typhoon's Eye, I would at least spend 8 to 10 hours every day, and I would discipline myself, except for bathroom breaks and lunch breaks. I shut myself inside my office studio, and my dear husband, he's so understanding. He knows when I lock the door. He can't disturb me.
So much discipline. And this book is very emotional.
It is.
I understand why you have to lock yourself in a room. I am already emotional just reading it.
Oh, thank you.
It is very emotional. Yeah.
Thank
I have
you.
to reread. When I love a book, we read it, so it's really nice. I
Thank you
can
so
relate
much,
to
Maria.
so many things. And of course, Bles, another guest is joining us. He is a bit late because he's coming from the United Kingdom.
Oh,
Yeah. So joining us is another Ilonggo. He's also a registered nurse by profession. He was raised in Rojas City, Capiz, Philippines. He's a self-taught musician, but when he was 15 years old, his parents bought him an electronic keyboard and enrolled him at Yamaha School of Music. I was enrolled at the same school. He's actually my childhood friend.
wow.
We're neighbors in the Philippines, and
Oh, wow.
my childhood friend, but now is in the UK. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vincent Ryan Borres.
Hello,
Hi,
guys.
Rai.
Hello.
Hello, Maria.
Vincent.
Hello, Mike.
Thank you
Yeah.
for joining
Hello,
us.
Bless.
And of
How are
course,
you?
before I forgot,
All
Ryan
good,
also
Bless.
published his books.
Yes, recently
Yes.
published a book.
Like Bless, he also published his books.
Yes, yes. Let's show this book here. This is I Want to Learn the Guitar Book 2 from Vincent
Wow,
Borres. Yes,
good one.
Yep.
yes,
So timely for our kids because our daughters are learning the guitar.
yes.
Oh,
Yes, they are.
During the
yeah.
pandemic, they usually have to show up in the school, but the music teacher was allowed to give them online tutorials, so they're doing it online, which is
Yeah.
very great. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our daughters is playing the violin.
Yes.
The other is already playing the piano, and now they're also learning the guitar.
Wow.
So yes,
Musically inclined.
all my failures.
No, there's no failure. There is
Yeah.
no failure.
I want to try to make me learn other things.
I think it's
Also,
just got to do
some
with
schools.
interest. Your children got different interests. Like some
Exactly.
are into sports, others are into arts, and others are
Correct.
into
Yes.
music.
Music.
Yeah, I'm into arts. What are you into, babe?
I'm into football.
Oh, yes.
So
And
there we go. We solved
Maria
it.
knows my brother that my brother is really a very, very sports
Oh
person.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
basketball,
He's
that's
really
his
into
life.
basketball.
Yeah.
Like ever since I've known your brother, he has been playing
Mm,
basketball.
yeah. Such a
Like
shame when he came
idol.
here in the UK, there's no basketball. So he became like a spectator for football. So same as Mike.
Yes.
He loves football now. I mean spectating. He's not playing. He still plays
Mhm.
basketball.
Yeah, speaking of which, other than writing, Bless, what are your other interests?
My other interests,
Yeah.
ever since I was a little girl, I remember enjoying doodling,
Ooh.
even just on the sand, on the ground. So before my youngest, that was around 1985, I was very pregnant of my youngest daughter. And I started just painting
Oh,
with watercolor. And then the interesting part is that after, well, life happened, right? So I became a mother of three children, very busy, a wife, and a full-time worker, and even doing extra work in other hospitals on my days off. Um, I never touched my brush again until after 30 years later,
Wow.
when I was publishing in the Typhoon's Eye, I had this image for many years in my head that that's going to be the cover of my book. And
That's really
so
needed.
I hired a
Okay.
person, a 26-year-old person, a young Filipino artist that I've been admiring in Manila. But the pandemic broke out, right? And he had some problems. He encountered some problems. He couldn't make the deadline. So nervously and anxiously, I dug up my brushes,
Okay.
painted
Wow. So
my own
you
cover.
made the cover as
So
well.
you made the.
Oh yeah. Bless Valencia. Cover illustration. Yeah, amazing. She created her own cover as well.
Because
Nice.
I was nervous. I lost confidence, of course, after 30 years. It's a
Mhm.
skill, it's an art and a skill at the same time, and you have to control your fine muscles. But I was a little bit desperate because I needed to submit my book to my publisher, and
Mhm.
I did it.
oh,
I did it.
So Rai, you're a registered nurse, a
yes.
musician. Why did you decide to publish a book?
Actually, ever since as well, it's my hobby, writing like poems and
Also,
yeah,
wow.
songs. I write lyrics to the songs.
Lyric.
And then before this was way back like elementary. And then by high
Mhm.
school, I've got interest in writing a book just in my head. It didn't actualize. And the book that I was planning to write is UP, United Philippines.
Oh,
Um, I wanted to unite us, like Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, different culture, but what binds us together. And in my head, it's complicated. So I said, why not change UP to United Panay? Because Panay Island, there's already different dialects, like us,
Yes.
Hiligaynon, we
Yes.
got from Antique and
Mm.
Aklan, they got
Paray,
different languages.
yeah.
And then even us, Capiz and Iloilo, as well as Bacolod, we
Mhm.
speak Hiligaynon, but words as well are used differently.
Mhm.
Like we call ipis or kuracha, they call
Yeah,
it
yeah.
differently, like tanga for them. So
Mhm.
there's differences. So I said, why not write a book that will unite us together? But up to now, I didn't manage to write that one. It was in my head. And then this came up because of me helping my cousins, bandmates. When we form a band in high school, I was the one who teach them, like the guitarist, the drummer, Jan Jan. I was the one who taught him. So I was just observing how to play drums, and then whatever knowledge I got, I shared it to Jan Jan. And with the bass guitar, I shared it to Dolores. And
Yeah.
then Louis, he wanted to play the guitar. So I taught him as well with the guitar. And then we're left with the piano or the keyboards. So instead of me, I love playing drums or the guitar. I was pushed to the keyboards so that we're full band. And that's it. Inspired me to share my knowledge to write a
You know
book.
what's funny? When Ryan was in grade school writing music, I was still playing. I'm like, I'm still playing and they're already writing music. My God, that's amazing, right? So, yeah. So, what do you think? Where do you get the information when you write books? Well, Bless, it was based on her experience, right?
Yeah.
So, for you, Ryan, it's more technical because your book is about teaching.
Yes.
Yeah. It's because I was just a bit lucky when I enrolled in Yamaha when I was 15 years old. They found my talent, like I'm quick in learning things. So Jude, the son of Mam Roldan, the owner,
Yeah, good job,
um,
Dan.
yeah, he's minor in percussion, and
Yeah.
he said they needed an instructor for drums. So he said, "I'll teach you. This is free of charge, but you will be teaching drums for our students." So that's when I learned the technicalities of notes
Yeah.
and yeah, and how to teach the gradual from basic, from just counting by just tapping your hand, and that's it. And then I just mix and match what I learned from that one about the drums, then shift to the guitar. And sometimes the guitar instructor is not there or can't make it, he will pass it to me. So that's when little by little the knowledge and the technicalities build up, and reading books as well. So yeah, that's helped me a lot.
So now that you've both published a book, what does your family think of you or being a published writer? Bless?
What does my family think?
Yeah.
OMG.
Because you're both registered nurses, you have a different profession altogether. Yeah.
Yes, my first career actually is nursing.
Yes.
I have been working for many years as a
Mhm.
nurse specialist, specializing on mental health and
Wow.
addiction. And I climbed the ladder, from the clinical pathway to all the way to administration. So before I went to the conservatory to enroll in pursuing music degree
Ooh.
and vocal performance, I was a director of nursing,
Wow.
200, 250 bed
Amazing.
capacity of drug addicted clients and
Okay.
families, that have been court ordered and whose children were taken away by the court. So it was a very busy job, and it was a point where I had to make a major decision and leave the career and then go to school and then find a job at night. So
Oh.
it was not hard work is a mild word to describe it because for at least
Yeah.
3 years when I was in the conservatory pursuing a music degree, I had to be there at night during the day from 7 a.m. to 3 o'clock. And then my shift at the crisis unit began at 4 p.m. I would be home around 1 o'clock in the morning. So I survived on a maybe 4 hours sleep every night while I was studying singing and music. And ironically, there were days in the school, in the classroom, when my voice wouldn't come out
Oh.
because I was exhausted. So
And can I ask, Bless, how long was your conservatory? Was it a year or how long was it?
it was actually working towards a degree. So it wasn't just the the course didn't just cover the technicality about classical singing and acting, and it was comprehensive because you're going to earn a degree after. They accepted all my sciences from my nursing degree.
Yeah.
So it cut it down to like, instead of 3 to 4 years, it cut it down to like less than 3 years because I only took the major subjects in music, which was it was wonderful. Okay, it was wonderful for me. It was, and I was the only adult among 18-year-olds. You believe that? And I was already in my 40s. But I was in heaven.
You want to learn.
I was in heaven. It was one of the best highlights of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how about you? What does your family think of you being a writer, teacher?
What's that
Right?
one? Oh,
Can you hear us?
yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can. They were surprised actually. Many of my family. My mom wasn't so surprised because she knows that I do write songs, write poems, and all that. And then they call me historiador. I mean, I crack jokes. I know how to create a story. But the rest of the family said, "Oh, we've got an author in the family." I'm not the first one. My cousin Mian, the daughter of Tita Carla, she wrote a proper book, like probably the 3 series or what. But it was really published properly. Mine was more from Amazon KDP. So yeah, they were surprised that there's another author among the family.
If I may add,
Yes.
I don't think, I'm sorry, I don't think I answered your question directly.
Yes.
You know what my sisters and my brothers say about me and my husband? They said, my siblings said, "Oh my gosh, Manay," because in Bicol, I'm from Bicol. So they call me, instead of ate, Manay, they said, "Manay, this has been long overdue."
Yeah. Yeah, because it started when you were like in elementary, right? Around 12, 13. So it is overdue. So what was the most surprising things you learned in creating your books?
Oh,
How about you, Bles, first?
me? Okay. The surprise,
Yeah.
when I was writing my first book, and even with the second book, I know I experienced and I realized it was like an awakening, like eureka. You think that because you are the writer, you are in control, right? So you tell your story. So as I keep doing the process, in the middle of it, I think the story was taking me.
Yeah.
Can you relate?
Totally
Brian?
agree, Bless. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I am so inspired.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. It's
Really.
magic.
And if I may add, when Bles was sharing about her extensive experience in nursing, currently a lot of people are dealing with mental health issue. Maybe you can write a book about it as well. Drug addiction, about mental health issues, because those are your expertise, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully in your next series, we'll see more about that in the future.
It will probably be like, okay, I'm in the middle of the second poetry collection, and then my readers of In the Typhoon's Eye are asking me to write the sequel because they want to know what happened to me in
Happens.
America.
Yes, because it ended with actually it was a sad ending.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Anyway, you have
I'm
to buy her book. You should read it too. You
No
can
spoilers,
totally relate.
please. No spoilers, please.
I'm not going to
The
spoil
readers,
it.
the readers were saying, you took us to a sad place. Why don't you give us the happier, the
Yes.
happier moments?
You know the TV series that we watch, the K-drama series,
Mhm.
and then that it ends really good, but you want more.
More.
That's how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. You crave for more.
Yeah, this is Maria, very big K-drama fan here. Yeah.
Same
I'm always
here.
watching.
Same
It's
here.
very cool. Anyway, so next question. Um, do you have any suggestions to help, like me or the others who are listening,
Yes.
become a better writer? If so, what are they? Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, to me, my sort of tips. Number one is know what you love. What's your passion? Like myself, my passion is music.
Yeah.
So I dive into it because it will be easy for me to just pour all the knowledge and the inspiration as well while writing the book. And secondly, you need to be a bit more prepared in terms of because we're multitasking, isn't it? Like Bless and you guys as well. It's
Yeah.
not like this is our main job, our
No.
main focus. So you will give this time and you need to sacrifice other things as well to focus on. It's like putting a target, putting a
Mm.
deadline. And then the last bit is it's like what do you want to what this book means to you. Will it help someone? What is the purpose or the objective of the book?
Yeah.
Or will it inspire? Or you wanted to be a full-fledged author because you want like a sequel, like Bless was saying. So yeah, know your purpose, why you're writing the book. Once you got those three, I think the rest will follow.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Bless? Any tips for the audience?
I keep learning. Of course, I knew the basic, and I would stick to something that I would feel like I'm an authority on that subject. And for now, I'm writing nonfiction, but that doesn't say that I won't venture in the future on fiction. But for now, I'm writing all real stories. So I feel like, yes, I'm authorized to tell that story because I've lived it. I've lived them. Number two, be authentic with your voice as a writer.
Yes.
Try not to, you might be influenced by other writers or authors that you admire, but you gotta own your own voice and use that, because then that makes you an authentic writer. And then another thing that's important is, I think if one is really serious about becoming a better writer, you must read a lot of books.
Yes.
You must read a lot of books. And if you're writing in English and that's your preferred language, you must have a mastery of the language. And you can ask help, of course. You can't. It's hard because you cannot edit your own, for publication. The last step is, of course, editing and proofreading. And it's good to have someone outside of yourself with fresh eyes and fresh perspective. That's not to say that you're going to follow everything they advise you or suggest, but it's a whole different process when you finish the story.
Yeah.
There's the technical, the cleaning up, the polishing, the fine tuning, and then lastly, you gotta be able to decide what is your style of storytelling.
Yes.
So that's on the last steps. But
Yeah.
that's about it. I continue to learn, and I continue to find things that need to improve. After I finish one project, then I go to the next. Then I self-evaluate myself. I might be my own worst critic. So, but
Yes, always. It always happens.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Become so perfectionist
Yes.
of your own work.
Yes.
It's just the desire to improve. I
Yeah.
mean, we can't be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection, maybe except for Shakespeare. For me, he was perfect, but
Yeah.
he was a genius.
Mm.
Um, but I read a lot of books, and there's nothing perfect. So we just got to be our own,
I
our
think Jane
own.
Austen is perfect. Jane Austen is perfect.
Yeah, for you.
For you.
Yeah. I love all of her books.
She's one of those big names, in publishing, but there are a lot of unknown authors that are
Yes,
great
there are.
writers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but
So
the
much more.
their marketing tool hasn't been that successful.
No.
Mhm.
So, and there are a lot of books who are bestsellers, which I wouldn't consider them the best writers.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
I just remember that one book we had for book club. I'm not gonna say what book that is, but I didn't really appreciate it.
Oh, can I
Anyway,
just
because
add something?
every month we have to read one book. So we
yes,
buy it from Amazon and then we read it for the book club. And some books that they vote to read, it's not really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with
Ryan, you wanted to add something?
And Ryan,
yeah, with Bles saying about the editor, because I work as a medical transcriptionist before in Manila. I worked like 8 years, I think, 5 to 8 years,
yeah.
and that's correct. If I'm the one transcribing, I need
Mhm.
someone to edit it because even though I edit my transcription three
right.
times, I will
Mhm.
still miss out those grammar that or spelling that
So,
was wrong. And if you
yeah.
pass it to a fresh ear, fresh eyes, they can see it. And then
Mhm.
there's a QA after that. The editor might miss again little bit in there, lower than the original transcript. But when you pass it to the QA, they will see another one. So yeah,
Yeah.
I can
It's a
totally
long
agree or
process.
relate with that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So technically, it's really a long process.
Yeah. Different
It's
viewpoints.
already difficult
Yes.
writing a book, and then you have to go through to all those technical. But if you're really passionate about writing and publishing a book, nothing is impossible.
Nothing. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
So
So
that brings us to our next question. Yeah.
yeah,
Do you hear from your readers much, Ryan? What
what
kind
was
of
the best?
yes? What kind of things do they say, Ryan?
First is the Amazon got reviews as in there,
Yeah.
so
Ah,
that's one way.
Uh-huh.
But mainly it's mostly like if I share to them the book, and then because some they're not really into reviews, they will just
mm,
directly they say to you that, oh, I like this part, and then they will say, for example, can you add this one for your next book? So yeah, like they're planning like going advanced from
mm,
that book that they just read. They said, oh, can you teach me about improvisation, because this one is more on like um the very basic, so I wanted to move freely with music. How can you suggest? And I said, oh, I will include that on book 3 or book 2. So yeah, those kind of things
yeah. So yeah, I'm looking
with
forward to
Bless.
reading Ryan's book as well and the other book of Bless. Anyway, let's take a break and hear from our singer-songwriter Daniel Flaviano all the way from Iloilo City, Philippines.
Ilonggo.
We're gonna take a short break, guys, and listen to Daniel.
Yes, we're going
Cool.
to bring you back up. Oh, okay. And Daniel is coming up.
Hello, Daniel. Are you there? You're
Okay.
yep.
No, I don't see him. I don't see him here. I'll just play a to what Remy
Yeah.
asked.
So let's again, Mike, while we're waiting for Daniel,
Yes.
let's remind our viewers and listeners that this episode is brought to us by World Remit.
Well, Remy.
Send your thanks with a money transfer to the Philippines using World Remit, a better way to send money.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay. So we're still waiting for Daniel. Is Daniel on?
I don't see him here in our view. He's probably
Okay.
still logging back in. So should we just?
Yeah, so we'll just continue with Bles and Ryan. Hi guys. Daniel seems to have some technical difficulties in the Philippines.
Oh, in the
okay.
Oh, he's here now.
Okay.
So guys, take a break. Because you know the internet issues in the Philippines. We have to
Yes.
understand Daniel.
Okay,
No
then see
worries.
you later.
See you later.
Hello, Daniel.
And he's back.
Thank you for being back.
We got scared for a moment there.
Yes.
No, the connection is, the
Yeah,
internet.
we understand. 5G.
LTE.
People say it's a 5G, but actually it's 4G.
Okay, so we have viewers from Norway, from Raha City, Capiz, and all parts of Germany. Hello, everybody watching.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Shares for this episode is growing. Thank you so much. Okay,
thank you
and
so much.
now Daniel Flaviano, ladies and gentlemen.
Stage is yours.
Thank you. I'm stuck on you. I've got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. Needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed. I'm stuck on you, being a fool too long. I guess it's time for me to come on. Guess I'm on my way. So hard to see that a woman like you wear out for a man like me. Guess I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed. Oh, I'm living on the midnight train tomorrow, and I know just where I'm going. I've backed up my troubles and I've thrown them all away. Because this time, little darling, I've come it on to stay. Stuck on you, got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. needed a friend. The way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad to stay. I'm mighty glad to stay. I'm mighty glad you stay. I'm mighty glad you stay. Thank you. Another track out here is a track from Robbie Williams. And I was her, she was me. We were one, we were free. And if there's somebody calling me home, she's the one. And if there's somebody calling me home, she's the one. We were young, we were free, we were fun all along. And if there's somebody calling me home, she's the one. When you get where you wanna go, and you know the things you wanna know, you're smiling. When you say the one you wanna say, and you know the way you wanna play it, you'd be so high, you'd be flying. Though the sea will be strong, I know we'll carry on. And if there's somebody calling me home, she's the one. And if there's somebody calling me home, she's the one. When you get to where you wanna go, and you know the things you wanna know, you're smiling. When you say the things you wanna say, and you know the way you wanna play it, you'd be so high, you'd be flying. I was her, she was me. We were young, we were free. And if there's somebody calling me on, she's the one. And if there's somebody calling me on, she's the one. If there's somebody calling me on, she's the one. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one. Thank you. Here's a track from dances. I always thought you were the best. I guess I always will. I always felt that we were blessed, and I feel that way still. Sometimes I took the road, you always saw it through. If I had only one friend left, I wanted to be you. Sometimes the world was on its side, sometimes it wasn't fair. Sometimes it gave and helped, and then sometimes it didn't care. 'Cause when we were together, it made our dreams come true. If I had only one friend left, I wanted to be you. Someone who understands me, and knows me inside out, and helps keep me together, believes without a doubt. 'Cause I can move a mountain, someone will tell it to. If I had only one friend left, I wanted to be you. Someone who understands me, who knows me inside out, and helps keep me together, believes without a doubt. 'Cause I can move a mountain, someone will tell me to. If I had only one friend left, I wanted to be you. If I had only one friend left, I wanted to be you. It was a track of dances. Okay, and next track, something from John Denver.
Okay.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing there outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, it blows his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'd wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go. And I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. And there's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing it for you. When I come back, I'll bring you when they ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'd wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go. And I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. And I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Yeah, thank you. Here's another track from John Denver. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, going like a breeze. Country road, take me home to a place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. All my memories gathered around her, miners, ladies, strangers to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Long days of mountain, moonshine in my eyes. Country road, take me home to a place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. I hear voices in the morning out, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling I should be home yesterday. Yesterday, country road, take me home to a place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, country road, take me home to a place where I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, take me home, country road, take me home, country road. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's track it off. When the night has come, the light is dark, and the moon is the only I will see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid or just lost. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. You stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. You stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I will cry, No, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear or just lost. And just stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. You stand by me. You stand by me. Wherever you stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. You stand by me. You stand by me. Wherever you stand by me. Oh, stand by me. You stand by me. You stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. You stand by me. You stand by me. When the night is gone and the land is dark and the moon is the only I will see. Thank you.
Woo! A little piece of hope.
Yes.
Hey. What's your next song?
Hold on. Here's maybe a last track from Ben and Ben.
Okay.
Here's a I wanna lay down by the fire with you. With souls are glowing, every warmer too. Love surrounds me like a lullaby, singing softly, you're mine, oh mine. Moon has never glowed this color. Hearts have never been this close. I have never been more certain. I will love you till we're old. Maybe tonight hold a little hope for us, dear. Maybe we might wanna settle down, just stay near, stay together here. We follow the pull of fate into this moment. We follow the pull of fate into this moment. We follow the pull of fate into this moment. We follow the pull of fate into this moment. Moon has never glowed this color. Hearts have never been this close. I have never been more certain. I will love you till we're old. Maybe tonight holds a little hope for us, dear. Maybe we might wanna settle down, just stay there, stay together. Maybe tonight holds a little hope for us, dear. Maybe we might wanna settle down, just stay near, stay together, stay together here. Whoa. Stay together here. Stay together here.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much, Daniel, for gracing our show.
So much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And guys, Daniel is from the Philippines, Iloilo City, Philippines. And if you want to see him perform again, just contact him through his Facebook account, Daniel Flaviano. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you so much, guys. And please do
Bye.
support us
Stay
here.
safe. Yeah.
Yes.
You want to say something?
Yes, can I do a short message?
Yes, shout out.
Of course, you can give a message to everyone.
All right, guys. Please do stay safe always, and pray to God above all. Live a healthy life, and
Yes.
away from COVID. Yes, and also please do support us here, especially to this program, TalkAlley. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And Music Cares, what was
Yes.
that in your group? Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Thank you also so much to Music Cares for exposing my talent, and also to plug my regular gigs. Every Fridays, guys, here in Iloilo, I am. Every Fridays, I am at Food Trippers. Good food there. Yeah, good food. Food Trippers, like from 5 to 8 p.m. And also follow their Facebook page. It's Food Trippers, the Food Trippers. And then also to Muelle Deli Restaurant. Awesome food there. Really awesome.
I'm already starving.
Yeah, I'm hungry here.
I love Filipino food and I miss it so much. Yes.
If you happen
And
to
you're
visit,
making us hungry, Daniel.
yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
See you again next time, guys.
I'll keep in touch.
Yes, keep in touch.
Okay,
Stay
bye.
safe.
So thank you for that. We already have a cuddle weather as it is raining, and having to listen to Daniel is just a perfect combination. So we're gonna
Yeah,
have our
we have our second part now.
Yes,
Are we
our
going
guest.
to bring back Bles and Ryan?
Ryan.
And
Did you enjoy the concert that Daniel gave us? Yeah, it was amazing, right? Yeah. So
can you
they're
unmute yourself?
muted. Yeah,
You're still
I'm
muted.
muting it. Yeah, hi guys. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy the show? The talent of Daniel. It's amazing. Yes.
Yes, a really nice voice.
I'm sure Ryan is feeling nostalgic about it when he started in the Philippines.
That's right. He's really, really good. The
Yeah.
voice and the way he plays the guitar, he's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, you remember the old times, huh?
Yeah,
When you
playing
have
in the
those
pubs
gigs.
before. Yes.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing now. Actually, in Iloilo, the city mayor of Iloilo, Jerry Trenyas, allowed them to do busking. Like every week, they're busking all over the tourist attractions of
Yes.
Iloilo City.
That's
So
really
of
good.
course, they're following the proper health measures,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
social distancing and everything, but they can play and people go there to support them.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
there. So
Okay.
now,
Continue with our musical part. Do you guys hear us well or
Yes.
see me? Okay,
Yes.
good.
so earlier on the show we were talking about your books,
Yes.
and now we're gonna slightly tackle about your music,
Yes,
musical
to
interest.
do musical interest. Yes. Ryan, what new musical skills have you learned in the last 6 months or during the lockdown?
Yeah.
Right. Because I grew up with the 90s music, isn't it? But
Mm,
when I came to England, they are more into classical music. I
mm,
got no knowledge about classical music, but then here I learned now about Chopin, about
mm.
Oh,
Beethoven, and yeah, all sorts of
all
classical
during the
composers.
lockdown.
Um, not necessarily during the lockdown, but yeah, when I was working during the lockdown, the specific things that happened was I bought a new pedal, so I explored that new guitar pedal, and I bought a new bass guitar. And because before I sort of know how to play the bass, but not the technical side of the bass, and I watch YouTube, read some books about bass, and I was surprised. Even some of my friends who play the bass, they said, "Oh, you're really good with bass as well." I said, "No, no, it's just probably shifting. Like the fret of the bass is wider than the guitar, so it's just adjustment, just few adjustments, and then just mix and match to play the bass how I play the guitar, something like that." So
Yeah.
yeah, those
But
things,
you don't only play the bass, you also play other
Instrument.
instruments.
Yeah.
instruments. Yeah.
Yes, I play keyboards before, but then
Hmm.
here as well in the UK because of the classical music, and then there's a piano in my workplace. So I sort of self-taught the piano how to improvise on the piano, and drums. I do play drums.
Yeah. So how about you, Bless? For the lockdown period, are you still in touch with your musical side?
I'm telling you, a lot of discipline with classical singing. It's a whole different game because I started as a teenager singing pop songs. I
Oh
love,
yeah.
I just love singing because my mom, she was a great singer, at least from the stories of my aunts and herself. She was always the undefeated champion in her district. Her words, her own words. My mom passed away, by the way, a few years ago, but in her own words, she would describe it as whenever there was a competition, like interscholastic competition, as soon as the judges saw her coming up on the stage, she said to us, her children, they already knew who was going to win. She had a powerful voice, a wide range from like the lowest note to the highest note. I didn't inherit that, but I'm just so, I guess, persistent in my pursuit to sing well because I didn't want to just sing. I wanted to sing better. There's this kind of sound quality of a voice that I'm aiming to have, and I'm still aiming to have that quality of sound. So few, every other day, I still do my vocalises, whatever I've learned from my teacher, and there's so many factors in the vocal instrument that we have. And the hardest part of it is because we cannot touch it, we cannot see it. So it's all about sensations. Like, am I sensing that I'm doing the right production? vocal production? Am I sensing that I have the right tone or color? So also depending on the music that you're singing. But anyway, I got bitten by the bug, so to speak, when I met this nun. She was in her 40s. I was 14. They picked me in my school to represent the school, St. Catherine Labouré School, to compete in vocal solo singing, girls division. So we were preparing, right? I met her for the first time, and as soon as she opened her mouth and started teaching me the piece, the music, it was like I was stunned. The sound of her voice, as I remember, it was coming from deep inside her body. Like I thought, it was almost like it reminded me of an athlete, like trying to prepare for like an Olympic, competition. It was like she hardly opened her mouth, but the words, the lyrics were so clear, and the power from inside the body. So from that moment on, I vowed to myself, I'm only gonna sing classical music.
Yeah, because when you say soprano, professional soprano, you would immediately identify them as classical singers, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. So my final question for both of you: what do you think has been the highlight of your career so far? You first, Bless.
Me first? Okay.
Yeah, you first.
Well, you mean as a singer?
As an artist, as a whole.
Artist. Okay. For the last 19 years, I've been juggling between two careers. So I was still doing a remote online consulting as a nurse specialist, like doing quality assurance. Ryan, you're probably familiar with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a department in all healthcare organizations where there's a quality assurance. So anyway, I've been doing that. I've been so blessed that I had that for the last 10 years doing consulting remotely. I'm living the last 17 years. I lived in different countries, but I had that job. It was like I could not take it for granted. So I was getting exhausted because my energy, my artistic energy was pulling me towards the arts, but I couldn't give it up easily. And finally, I made a huge decision to give it up the later part of 2019. So I finally said goodbye. I said, this is it. I'm ready to be a poor, struggling artist. I'm ready. So I gave it up. Okay. So back to your question is, what is the highlight? For me, it's a continuum. I would say so far, the most significant performance I have yet done as a singer was in the end of 2018, when I finally fulfilled my promise to my mom that I would do a full concert performance in my hometown.
Wow.
But it was a little bit kind of bittersweet personally, because my mom wasn't there anymore when I finally had the chance to do it. But I kept dodging the idea, because I know that in Naga City, there's no theater of the performing arts. So it was very hard, but I did it. I stayed there for 3 months. So I left home. My husband was alone for 3 or 4 months because I had to prepare for the concert. And I actually built a theater of the performing arts. So there was an auditorium. I'm telling you, it was crazy. There was an auditorium that's already built. The lights were old, partially functioning, following lights and headlights, whatever. So from Manila, there was a 10-hour drive from this company that set up lighting and sound. And I was there every minute of the installment of this equipment, just to make sure that I built that supposed to be theater.
Yeah.
And that was the only way I could do the concert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
because
were so.
but it was the most touching, most significant concert performance I've done so far, because it was a promise to my mom that I would do it. So in the first row of the seats, I told my stage manager, my production manager, that to leave it empty
Empty.
and put all my bouquets there and position it there in that seat, because I was imagining my mom was sitting there. Because every performance I had or concerts when she was alive, she would be sitting in the middle on the first row.
Well, congratulations for finally achieving
Wow.
your dream for your mom.
Yes,
How
congratulations.
about you, Ryan?
Well, with
What do you
me,
think?
the highlight for me, my highlight with music was when I joined the or formed the group Subtle Culprits, because I really wanted a grungy rock 90s band, and we mainly just write songs, and we were invited as guest band in like a barrio fiesta in Hertfordshire.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we were
That's a
treated
large
like,
crowd.
yes, it was a large crowd, and also we were treated like a celebrity.
Wow. Of
Um,
course.
yeah, because um, apart from probably because they're foreigners, so Filipinos sometimes find them that, oh, they're amazing, but also because the organizer is from Roa City, so
Not
there's like,
really.
yeah,
That's
Arsenio.
cool.
I just met
Ah,
him here, and I said,
okay.
oh, my music teacher is Mom Arsenio, and yeah, we clicked because he saw us on social media. He was
Mhm.
intrigued. He said, and then he didn't know I'm from Roa City, and that made a close bonding. So we were treated well when we arrived at the show. Actually, the highlight of that show is Union J, like a British pop group. But for us, even though we're like the support act, it was already like an achievement. In terms of just recently, it's more of my sessions live where I am doing it just as myself, not as a group
Yeah.
or a band or a duo.
Mhm.
So I find like, and even the book, this is now like myself, my own achievement,
Mhm.
and it's not yet soaring, but it's trying
It
to
will get
climb up.
there.
Yes,
Keep
yes.
moving forward.
And thank
Yeah.
you for giving me opportunity as well to be here in your show.
Of course. We're really proud of what both of you have achieved so far. It's just amazing. It's a lot of hard work, and we hope that people will be inspired. And you don't have to just stick to your profession. If you have
Mm,
the talent, don't just keep it inside you. Express yourself and create more things that would inspire other people. Just
correct.
like Bles and Ryan. Look
Yes.
at them, they're musical geniuses and
Mm.
authors. So before we end the show, would you like to say something to your followers or family? Bless?
Yes. Do we have only a few minutes?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I was gonna offer to read one very short, like a 1 minute poem,
Okay, sure.
Yes.
from my book, from my
Of
first
course.
collection, and then I'll make a short announcement after that.
Yes.
Because I'm willing to give or ship like a gift for people
Ooh.
who would be interested to buy, whether it's Kindle edition or paperback. If
Nice.
anyone buys In the Typhoon's Eye,
Mhm.
I have a few copies of my first poetry collection. I'm willing to give as
Wow.
I'm willing to ship it. So
Yes.
I'm here in Germany.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. This is about first love.
Ooh.
I know every one of you there can
Can
relate to
relate.
this.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. First sight. In the midst of a noisy hall, there was you standing alone. Suddenly, the room felt empty. Your eyes were magnets, drawing mine to see nothing but your presence, imposing, electrifying. And I, for the first time, became an obedient follower. I spoke with no voice. My lips found no words. My steps unmoved. Seconds, minutes, time stood and waited. But I did nothing but fall in love.
Wow.
Um,
Kilig.
High school all over
High
again,
school.
right?
Very
My
nice.
heart fluttered.
Fluttered.
And Mike was looking at me like, oh.
Ooh, decades and decades ago, I had love.
Thank you for your wonderful poem. And do you want to say something to your followers or family?
Yeah, I don't know if my family is listening. I know it's very early when we first
It
started.
is recorded.
It's
They can
recorded.
watch later on, yes.
Yes, it's going to be on YouTube.
Yes, YouTube
Yes,
and
YouTube
Facebook
and
as well.
Facebook.
Oh,
So a
okay.
lot of people watch it after the show. We get like thousands of views for this after.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. The
So
only thing I would say to all my followers, my family, friends, my children in the United States, I have 3 adult children and 4 grandchildren.
wow.
And they're probably going to see, even my 6-year-old grandchildren will probably going to ask, why is Lola on TV? And that gives me a kick, inspires me more. I would just like to say, stay well and stay inspired. I always say this, especially to my young friends, to every day, if possible, do something that gives you joy. It doesn't matter what circumstances are surrounding you at the present. Life always throws surprises at us, good and bad, sad and happy.
Yes.
But if you're grounded and you do something every single day, make sure you do something that gives you joy. It really is a big investment, because
Yes.
when things fall apart, that is the savior, the saving grace.
Thank you so much, Bles. Hope to see you here in Germany and stay beautiful. Yeah.
I would like to meet you in person, Brian.
Also,
Yes.
hopefully soon. I'm just waiting for my schedule.
Yes, I'm
Then I
trying
can
to.
explore again.
Yes.
In fact, my next project, which I'm probably going to collaborate with one of my local friends here, is a book launch, a live book launch.
Ooh.
Could
We
be here in
wanna, yes,
Or-
let's talk more.
and it could be in Munich. It doesn't matter wherever.
Not so far.
Yes, not so far. So
And
now,
my
Ryan,
book event.
okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
My
that's okay.
last word.
You're okay.
My book event, I always make it so, because I learned lessons in the past of my past mistakes. I make it so that the first half is only musical entertainment. So it's
Yeah.
going to be like a mini concert. And then the second half is all audience participation and book reading.
Oh.
Yeah, just like
Nice
what we
one.
did. Yeah.
Yes. All
Okay,
of
so
you are
now
invited.
it's Ryan's turn.
Okay.
Any words of encouragement, inspiration for your followers and family?
Yes. But before I do that one, I also wanted to share one of my composition, and it's
Yeah.
called Incognito, and we performed this as a band, Subtle Culprits, and I was the one who wrote the lyrics and arranged the music. It goes like this:
Wow.
You might see me dressed up in white. You may never know. It's just my disguise. Sometimes you see me wearing blue. Who knows? I'm sad like you. You think you know, but you got it all wrong. Because I live my life as incognito. Every day you see me passing by. You could have heard my deep sigh. My feet are aching from this endless walk. Always work, work, work. No time to talk. Today I don't have work, so I'll wear black, just hoping to forget the pains in my back. Free as a bird for just a day. How I wish this day would stay. So it's about me being a nurse and a musician. um,
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank
I
you so
love it
much.
too.
Because back
How
home
about you,
we wear
telephone?
white, isn't it? In the
Yes.
Philippines as a nurse, but here in the UK, the color of the uniform of the nurses are blue, so that's why included it there. And for my parting
Yes.
message,
For your
closing message.
followers, you have a lot of followers on YouTube.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's got to do with effects pedal. That's the one that really draw the followers or subscribers on my YouTube.
Mm.
But as an artist and as an author,
Mm.
it's always I will say that do what you love doing, because
Yes.
there are people, for example, who love skateboard, let's say, and they do best with skateboard, and you can't pretend to be a writer or a musician if you're into that. So focus on that, focus your energy as a skateboardist, or if you're a singer, focus. And then there's lots that is like minor, that they call, this is my major, I'm major in piano but I'm minor on flute. So yeah, you do other things, but focus more on the gift that is innate, that is really with you. Like I know with Maria or Joe, you're really good as a host. I've seen it already before, and yeah, you're doing well with that. So
Thank you
yeah,
so
that's
much.
you're welcome. That's
Yeah.
my sort of advice to my followers, because and you're not gonna get tired like with YouTube. It takes time. You need to build it up, and you
Mm.
need to maintain it. Same
Yeah.
with writing a book. You need
Yeah.
time, patience, and it will just follow. So yeah, God bless everyone. God bless TalkAlley.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Ryan.
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Bles. It was really an honor to
Yes,
have you in
thank
our
you
show.
that you were
Really,
spending time
thank
with
you.
us.
We are so inspired. I'm
Uh,
actually thinking of what book to write now. Maybe you should start writing a book too. I'm so inspired, really. So thank you guys. We hope to hear more of your work
Yes.
in the future. And come
Thank
back
you
as
also.
guests in
Very
Talk
inspiring.
Alley. When you do
Will
book
do.
launchings,
Okay.
please contact us and we'll do it in Talk Alley. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Welcome and thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So,
Yes.
Mike, that was really an amazing show.
Yes.
I'm
A lot
so
of
inspired. No,
insights.
seriously, I'm really inspired.
Yes.
Now I want to write a book. I can't sing that well, but maybe I can write something because I have been writing, in a couple of years. So,
I probably would go for singing then.
you would go for singing?
Yes, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Can you show us your talent?
Oh, okay.
Forget it. So, anyways,
Thank you, viewers.
guys, thank you so much for being with us. It was really, how do you call this afternoon? A very besides inspiring, informative.
Yes.
Yes, that's true. And of course, with Daniel Flaviano, who gave us the entertainment, acoustic entertainment. It was really fantastic. So it's just a perfect cuddle weather afternoon. And thank you for sharing your time with us here at Talk Alley.
Yes, thank you for being there.
So we hope to see you again next Saturday.
Yes. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.